Alright guys, it's me, Wrestling724. I felt like creating a new account and coming back. So I've got this new channel now. So shout out guys who I used to interact with, like the Elitist, Wrestling with Heat, Foxy, Y2J, Fan, and there's a few other guys as well. But this video is just going to be talking about WWE at the minute, and I'm just going to upload videos mainly just talking about WWE, as it is the main product in the wrestling world. So, to be honest, I was not totally against wrestling carrying on, because I don't feel like you do need the crowd, even though the crowd can add to matches. If you put the good wrestlers in straight up wrestling matches, you know, it's going to be good, entertaining. Wrestling, what it's all about. However, I probably would have just had a break while all this was going on. Just give WWE a break, because to be honest, this whole year has felt as bad as WWE's been. Now anyone who remembers some of my older videos on the other channel, you can't get any worse than the celebrity guest host Raws in 2009, 2010, that period. 2009, from SummerSlam onwards to, pretty much nearly all of 2010. But just a little video just talking about the state of WWE. I would have just let them have a reset, give everyone a break, come back, and it's time to push new talent. I was happier than anyone when the likes of Samoa Joe, AJ Styles, obviously Daniel Bryan got pushed, CM Punk, if you want to go back to the start of the last decade, when he really started getting the main event push. But like I always say, everyone only has about 5 years on the top as a character. Look at Austin. Austin was getting stale in 2002. He needed that heel turn in 2001 for me. Like I've said before as well, that was my favourite character, heel Austin, in 2001. But everyone, gets bored of people. Like I said, if people can get bored of Austin, it comes to everyone eventually. So 5 years on the top, 10-year career is about good enough for nearly everyone. It's at that time where they need to push new talent now. So they should have took a break pretty much since all this started. So nearly all of this year at this point. The WrestleMania was just not good, and the 2 world title matches were just not WrestleMania worthy. Without the crowd, it makes you realise how disappointing match quality wise they were. Even the McIntyre-Brock match. But some of the newer guys they should be pushing. On Raw, I like the look of the new stable with Zelina Vega, Andrade, Garza, and Austin Theory. That's great new talent, like Austin Theory coming onto the scene. He used to wrestle in Evolve. Then I've always liked Akira Tozawa. If you go back and watch Akira Tozawa and Kevin Steen match in PWG, they had a one-on-one match, a tag team. I believe they were called the Nightmare Violence Connection. Akira Tozawa, Chris Hero, still one of the best matches of all time, from Bowler 2010, I believe. So he's a great talent. He's not going to get pushed in WWE. I watched the Raw recently, just, Bobby Lashley just obviously speared him, and that was him done. But I've always liked Tozawa. Rey Mysterio still stick around and go. We proved that with the matches with Andrade last year. Obviously a phenomenal talent. Generational talent. The most well-known luchador and the best luchador ever. So he can still stick around. SmackDown, what else has been going on? You still got Bryan there. Bryan's just still pretty much the best wrestler going today. Don't know what's happening with Sami Zayn. Don't know if he's injured or what. Samoa Joe can still stick around. But Samoa Joe and AJ are getting old now. And that's just the reality. They're winding down on their careers now. So, then you've got Aleister Black. Looks like he's going to get a push. I think the direction they're going will be McIntyre will have matches with Aleister Black and Andrade, people who's already had matches with in NXT. And I thought Aleister Black would win the Money in the Bank, but that was not to be. But I think they still challenge McIntyre. And then you've got guys in NXT as well, like, Roderick Strong and Adam Cole, still to come up. NXT still proving, even during this time, that's how modern shows should be run. Triple H knows what he's doing down there with Michaels. I watched that Gargano and Ciampa empty arena match, and it was just so much better than what Randy Orton and Edge produced at WrestleMania. So they're still showing how wrestling should be done. So this is just a general rant, sort of a comeback video for me. Might talk for a little bit more. I'll probably just call this video WWE rant. But yeah, bottom line is it's time to push new talent now, coming into a new decade. You've even got guys like Walter in NXT UK. It was good when he came out to Rollins that time a few months back. So yeah, just need to push newer guys now. For me, it's a new time. Start fresh. And learn from stuff that was bad in the past, like the PG stuff that was really bad, and then, well, they obviously haven't learned because it's been terrible. This year, the Saudi shows last year, but let's not get into that. I don't need to talk about them. Everyone knows how bad they've been. So yeah, this 2019 and 2020 so far just been some of the poorest years, up there with 2009, 2010. So anyway, I'm back. I'll just wrap it up here. This was just a comeback video. So shout out all the guys. I'm gonna subscribe to all them who I used to interact with, and there's a few other guys too. So catch you later.